and the friends of the victims. Of course, for Hillsborough survivors and the bereaved, that terrible day was just the beginning of a 34-year ordeal. It was followed by an appalling injustice, fans blamed for their own injuries, survivors and bereaved blocked at every turn in their search for answers. And frankly, Madam Deputy Speaker, we must learn the lessons of Hillsborough, and we must make sure that they never happen again. In terms of the wider context, major disasters involving significant loss of life are mercifully quite rare in the United Kingdom. But as Hillsborough, Grenfell, the Manchester bombings have shown, when they do happen, victims, families and the communities reflected and represented have not received the answers to their questions, have not received the support they need. And we are duty-bound as a government, as a house, to make sure that doesn't happen again, and to ensure positively that those families, those communities, never again have to struggle in anguish against a system created to help them in order to get the truth and some measure of accountability. Madam Deputy Speaker, the independent public advocate goes some way to making good on this government's long-standing promise to ensure that that pain, that suffering of the Hillsborough victims and other victims is never repeated again. I can tell the House it will be passed into law. It will be made up of a panel of experts to guide survivors and the bereaved in the aftermath of a major disaster. And it will deliver for them in, I think, 6 important respects that I want to outline before the House. First, the IPA will provide practical support to the families of the deceased and individuals or their representatives who have suffered a devastating or life-changing injury. This practical support includes things like helping them to understand their rights, such as the right to receive certain information at inquests or inquiries, signposting them to support services, for example, financial or mental health support. In particular, the IPA will help victims every step of the way from the immediate aftermath of a tragic event right the way through to the conclusion of investigations, inquiries or inquests. We will make IPA support available to the closest next of kin relative, both parents, where they're separated or divorced, or to a close friend if there is no close family. And Madam Deputy Speaker, the support will also be there for the bereaved whose loved ones die